Hey YouTubers, welcome back to another episode here on ESGNet. Madden 15 Connected Careers with Pete Shilo. This is episode 5, and we're getting ready for the next 3 weeks of the season, weeks 11 through 13. And we'll see here as we get ready for a week 11 matchup here against the 4 and 5 Lions. The Cardinals are actually looking pretty good right now. There's a lot of buzz around the NFL talking about playoffs and Wildcard, and of course, we would like to be a part of that. And well, we are. We actually there's going to be a graphic here pretty soon. Here you'll see about the Cardinals being in a wildcard spot position here. If we can win a couple games here in this episode, like I said, we got the Lions coming up here at home, and then we got to go on the road against a NFC West opponent, rival, the Seattle Seahawks, the current Super Bowl champs, and then we also go down to Atlanta to play Atlanta at the Georgia Dome there and see what we can do against them. So we'll see here in just a bit. We'll get ready for some game prep, and of course, Shilo has not seen any playing time whatsoever. So we're hoping that, since we're in Week 11, hopefully we maybe get some kind of playing time here soon. But there you see, he has XP. He has about 10,937 XP. Of course, I know you probably say, hey, you guys got to, maybe if you use it, he'll be, our starter or something. Well, not necessarily the case. You never know. A lot of chance. I think the next guy, the actual starter, I think he's somewhere around 80 something. So it's going to be quite a while before we can get up there. But like I said, we're going to probably start using XP probably right after this game, and kind of boost up his stats there, so we can get some notoriety and maybe a possibility. I would think they would put him in maybe if we run up the score or something like that, because there's been actually a couple games that has happened. So to avoid injury for our starters and stuff like that, maybe put the second or third string guys in. But with Madden logic, they don't do that. And hopefully they can be able to fix that in the next year's game. Hopefully there's something you can do where you can set that up and whatnot. But we'll see here about the traits and whatnot, and we're going to go ahead and use let's go ahead and just use the XP here. So we're just kind of looking around here, and Rios actually during the game playing this, I was kind of reading what the descriptions were and what they do and stuff like that. And so we see here we're going to use cover ball on that one, and that's going to be brace versus med hit, and then I think we use another one, brace versus all. So we're done with that. So that's one trait that we have now. So in case we do have to, we run the ball here in the near future, hopefully it'll be soon, we'll be able to, be able to absorb the hit and won't get rattled when we're trying to carry the ball. But there you see, this is available XP. We have 1,657. So we'll try to see what we can find here and what we can be able to use for him here coming up in this game. But like I said, good chances are we probably will not start. We'll probably be sitting on the bench, looking at the LED boards and stuff like that, and just watching the game from there, or maybe paying attention to fans. You always got those crazy fans, those super fans out of the NFL teams. So we'll see here. We're at home here against the Lions. The Lions are here in town, and we'll see here if we can put another L on them. As you'll see this graphic that I've been promising you guys, there you see us in the wild card, 6-3. Of course, Seattle, they're looking at a wild card spot there, and of course, if we can beat them, that pretty much knocks them out of the wild card. Of course, San Francisco, we're looking above them, and by the looks of it, they're going to end up snagging the NFC West division. So there you see Pryor getting ready for this kickoff here, and we'll get this game going here as we go ahead and start the semi here. And of course, we'll see who's going to score first, and it will be us. There you see a nice 10-point lead here, and then Detroit comes back with a field goal there. But we'll see here. Seriously, Pete, and he's there on special teams. Okay, so kickoff here. The kick is up, and the kick is no good. Now, if someone can tell me how I can avoid being the actual kicker during all this, I would greatly appreciate it, because I shanked the hell out of this damn kick. Or actually, I didn't shank. I just, for whatever reason, it was kicked short. So if someone out there knows how I can, set that up where I don't have to do it, it's just a CPU. Please let me know in the description. But we'll go ahead and sim here, and we'll see that looks like it's a pretty close game here as we go in the fourth quarter. And of course, now I say that, and Detroit takes the lead, but we get it back and tie it up, and then they come back and score. So hopefully, nab it. We didn't get the win, so we lose by 3 there. Final score 34-31 as Stafford gets a win there against us, and that's going to hurt our chances here, as we got to hope that we can stay on pace with Seattle, even though they do have a tie on their record there. This loss is going to hurt us a little bit there, and we're going to have to see what we can do next week as we go on the road to Seattle. So there you see the box score there. You guys can check that out. Pause the video and see what we did and whatnot. But overall, we've seen a little playing time there, but it was on special teams, and he officially hasn't recorded anything just yet, a yard or a catch or anything like that, or a carry. So we'll eventually get to it, hopefully. By the end of this series, by the end of this first year here, hopefully, especially if we run up the score. But there you see Ellington. He had a day, 26 carries, 106 yards, and 3 touchdowns for him. Now, come on now, if he's done all that, why can we get Pete in there? But wait a minute. Actually, I should have went back, but it said we actually had a yard there. We actually had a carry, and that was 1 yard there. So. I guess you could say he officially made it on the field there. I wish they would have let us do that so I can show you guys that, but apparently they did not want us to know that. So he officially has now he's in the record books now with a yard in the NFL. So hopefully in the next game we'll actually be able to see him in action when it comes to being on offense against the Seattle Seahawks. So you see final score there. Detroit wins that one 34-31. So there you see the Seahawks 6-3-1. We're 6-4 in this Week 12 matchup here. And before we get to our game here, we'll take a look at the depth chart. And there you see 81 overall for Ellington, and there you see Pete at 72. So we still got quite a bit to go here. Going to have to try to get up to the depth chart. So we're going to definitely have to get a lot of XP here and, start divvying that stuff out here amongst our attributes here for Pete. So there you see this, his stats or his number line right there, 5'9", 228 pounds, and he went to Georgia Tech. But now we're going to look at the NFL standings, and there you see here in the NFC West, 49ers 8-2, 6-3-1 for the Seahawks, 6-4 for us, and the Rams are at 500. So pretty much it's a 3-team race. But if we can win this game against the Seahawks, we pretty much locked in second place here, and we also have a good chance of locking in the wild card, one of the wild card positions here in the NFC. So we'll go ahead and we'll game prep here. We'll get some load up on some XP here, so we can, like I said, get our guy better here and get him going here, get him to be the starter. But yeah, overall, just we just want to see Pete start. He's been waiting. He's hungry, and he wants to be able to get on the field here. So here we are in Seattle here, Central League Field, and there you see the Seahawks getting warmed up here. I'm sure Sherman's probably giving a good sermon there in the amongst his teammates there. But there you see the numbers there for who's going where when it comes to playoffs. But of course, it's way too early to talk about playoffs. Yeah, it's way too early for us to do that. So you see Thomas the third, Earl Thomas there you see getting ready for this kickoff here. And hopefully, like I said, we can get a lead here early for us and try to steal this game from them. So we'll see here as we simulate here, and we'll see we actually score first there, and then they come back and get a touchdown. So then now we score, and now 14-7 now. So as we see Pete here again on special teams here, this kick is up, and this time I actually did it right. Actually took my little bit of my time, but still, I don't really care to be the kicker. I just want to focus in on Pete. But I guess that was the only way for us to see Pete on the field is by kicking that field goal there. So we'll see here. We'll see a little bit more here until we get to the end of the game here. And now it's 27 now. Arizona leads it here in this football game here. But we'll see here. Pete would love to be able to really try to do some damage here. But we'll see here, 43-20 here with 3:45 left here in the fourth. And they're going to try an onside kick here. And we'll see if Seattle can get it. But nope, they cannot, as our hands team is on the field. And the Cardinals get the ball there at the 39-yard line. And now have a shot here to end this ball game here. As you see, Pete Carroll not too happy about his onside kick team. So there you see, we'll go ahead and send this game. And we'll see here that, Pete Carroll does not look very happy. Final score 46-20. So that now puts us at 7-4, and it puts them at 6-4-1 for the season. Yeah. So we are pretty much now locked in with only a couple weeks left, and I know we only got a couple weeks left, but it looks like got us locked in there for one of the two wildcard spots there for the season. But we'll see here. We'll never our GMC moment of the game there, and we'll see here the numbers there. You see 39 of 59 for Palmer, 438 yards for him, but 2 interceptions. Russell Wilson 35 of 54, 270 for him. Great day he had. And then see Marshawn Lynch, 17 carries, 203 yards, and 3 touchdowns. What seriously a beast right there. That's why beast mode. That's why they call him that. And then we'll see on defense here. We'll check out numbers right there. You guys can check them out and talk among yourselves about who did what. But overall, great game. We win that one. And now we're just getting close here to the end of the season here, where teams are starting to crystallize, and we got teams that are are putting up, or we got teams that are pretty much shutting up. Right now, we are putting up. We're going to prove to everyone that we are ready to go to the Super Bowl. So here you see final score 46-20. Arizona wins this one, and a very, very great job there winning that ball game again, especially against the Super Bowl champs. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there in Seattle. Probably just as bad as what they did this year at the Super Bowl. Yeah, I know that was a cheap jab at what happened, but hey, seriously, you're at the 1-yard line. Just run the damn ball. But anyway, let's go ahead and get to the last game of this episode, and I could be on that all pretty much throughout the rest of this video, but I'm not going to. So let's get ready for this next matchup here against Atlanta. Both teams are 7-4, and we'll go ahead and get some XP here as we get ourselves developed here with the coaches there, with the halfback coach, and try to, like I said, just work on our game here. And showing the coaches that, hey, we can, when called upon, hey, we can do it. We can do whatever play you want us to run. We can do it and execute it at our full potential. So there you see Georgia Dome packed house here and a pretty rowdy crowd as usual. And there you see the playoff picture here. You see Arizona 4-7, and of course Seattle's still hanging in there. With that record there, 6-4-1. They are trying to fight, and we'll see if that fight will continue here. So we'll take a look here, and we'll get this game started here as everyone's getting ready for this kickoff here against these two teams. And we'll go ahead and start the simming now, and we'll see Atlanta scores first, and then we come back with a score, and we'll see if Pete Shilo will hopefully, let's cross our fingers, hopefully get in this ball game here, as besides of just kicking a field goal. But he understands he has to pay his dues here, and he's got to do what they ask him to do if he wants to stay on the team and stay within, continue being an NFL star. So we'll see here. We are winning in a big way. But wait a minute, is that Pete? I think that is. I think that's Pete. But oh, come on, seriously, you're gonna bring him out in the victory formation? Okay, not cool at all. I thought we were going to see him run. There you see the final score, 54-37, final there in Atlanta. That was cheap. Why'd you guys do that? You guys, honestly, I was excited. I was like, oh yes, finally. And then I looked at the score and what the time was. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Like, seriously, like you're going to have me come on the field and just kneel it? Like, frustrating. But hey, he's after the game, he said, hey, that was probably going to be the case for him. But he was all right with it. He says, hey, that it is what it is. I got to do what the coach asked me to do to show them I'm a team player. So there you see the numbers there, and you guys can check those numbers out. There you see Palmer, 36 of 48, 372 yards. 352 yards there for him. So pretty good day for him. We'll check out some rushing numbers there, and of course there you see 26 carries, 176 yards, and 1 touchdown for Ellington, and he had a great day. But just that was just a bad, cheap move there from the computer. Not just teasing me, but teasing you guys. I really thought I was going to be able to have him run the ball, but hey, it is what it is. So we'll see here as we wrap this episode up. We'll see here who will play here in the next coming weeks here. Be weeks, I believe, 14, 15, and 16. So yeah, we're getting very close to the end of this season here. We'll see who will play here coming up, and I'll probably look at my notes here. I think I have it right in front of me, but just take a look here. We got some pretty good games here coming up here. We actually got 2 divisional rivals who will play here. One of them that we just seen here, which was the Seattle Seahawks. We'll actually play them at home against us. And then I believe we have, hang on. Okay, so here we go. The 54-37 final score there for this game, and Arizona wins that one. So as we wrap up this episode here, we'll see who our next opponent is for the next game here. And the next opponent for Arizona is, oh boy, this is going to be fun. It's going to be the Kansas City Chiefs. I guess you could say my hometown team. If you guys don't know, I live about 45 minutes north of Kansas City in St. Joseph, Missouri. But there you see this game there, 8-4 for the Chiefs, and we'll actually be home for that ball game here against them. And then I believe week 15 we have the Rams in St. Louis. So we'll play 2 Show Me State teams in the next episode, 1 at home and 1 away. And then of course we have Seattle coming in town in week 16. So a pretty busy week, 2 divisional rival games here coming up, and we'll definitely have to focus quite a bit. Alright, so that is it for this episode, you guys. If you guys enjoy the episode, please leave a like. Also, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and check out other great series here on ESGNet. Not to mention, check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr for our links there. You guys can check out all our stuff on there on social media. But as always, keep yourselves healthy, and I will see you guys next time.